the honor and pleasure of serving as the master of ceremonies this evening. First off, Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. We'll be celebrating a little bit more in the days to come, I'm sure. I always like to remind everybody that, this is a joyous occasion, obviously, but it's also a solemn one as well. It is part of our Constitution, the way that we live and work and run our government in the United States of America, and it's an honor to be a part of this. Congratulations, obviously, to all that have successfully journeyed to re-election. Each of our folks that are being sworn in this evening are re-elected officials. And congratulations. I know it's not easy, and it takes a lot of time and effort. Just a couple of points of order. Our county legislative rules limit introductions to the current federal, state, and county elected officials and those officials who are participating in the swearing-in ceremony. As your name is announced, please stand so you may be recognized. I'd like to start off with our state officials. We have the New York State Supreme Court Justice, the Honorable Gina C. Putnam. And our county officials, our Putnam County Executive, the Honorable Kevin M. Byrne. See, I told people to stand up, but they just didn't know anything. Count on you. Putnam County District Attorney, the Honorable Robert V. Tenny. District Attorney. And Putnam County Clerk, the Honorable Michael C. Bartolacci. We also have our county legislators here. From District Number 2, County Legislator representing District 2, the Honorable William J. Gould. County Legislator representing District 3, the Honorable Tony E. Adonisio. The County Legislator representing District Number 5, the Honorable Greg E. Eldon. County Legislator and Legislative Chair representing District 6, the Honorable Paul E. Yankee. County Legislator representing District 7, the Honorable Joseph F. Castellano. And County Legislator and Deputy Legislative Chair representing District Number 8, the Honorable Amy E. Sage. And I'm also happy to say this evening we have our county coroner with us, elected county coroner. Hopefully not that we will need him particularly, but and that's our good friend, Michael J. Neschelak. And now we'll start with the formal part of this afternoon's ceremonies. I invite Father Robert Quartararo.
Good.
And I had practiced before, but you promised to forgive me.
My business.
Thank you. From St. James the Apostle Church for today's invocation.
The nation is founded on religious values, so it's appropriate we begin with prayer. We bow our heads and recognize the presence of God. Almighty Creator and Provident Father, tonight we come with hearts deeply thankful for all the gifts we have. We are thankful for those who have helped us get to where we are. And we are thankful for our current Putnam County officials and all their hard labor and all their endeavors for our great county. Indeed, we all come from many places, backgrounds, and among many paths. Yet tonight, we all come here inspired by a singular mission: to work tirelessly for the well-being of all those who live in this beautiful county we call home. As our re-elected legislators and district attorney reassume their important responsibilities, may they be empowered to bear their yoke of leadership with utmost integrity, courage, and humility. May we always see in them dedication to service, and may they always see in us willingness to give them support. May they be inspired with courage, wisdom, and compassion, that they may stand in solidarity with the needy and the poor, while defending and protecting our great republic. May they be guided to know and to do what is right, to unify us all as one people, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May our intentions be sincere, our labor is selfless, and may our beautiful country be, for all of us, a place of peace and of well-being. For this we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Now for the Pledge of Allegiance, we'll ask the Honorable Michael Bartolotti to lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. So we'll start with the oaths for our county legislators. And I'd ask the Honorable William J. Goldman to come forward. Putnam County Legislator, District Number 2, will be sworn in by the Honorable Patrick Matabuco, Putnam Valley Town Judge.
Thank you. I, William J. Goldman.
I, William J. Goldman,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Putnam County Legislator
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Putnam County Legislature
to the best of my abilities.
to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. My grandson's excited. Thank you, Judge Lambabuco. Pal Lambabuco is a respected attorney and town justice here in Putnam County, and I'm looking forward to him running for higher office in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. Each year we gather here to celebrate freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. We live in an exceptional community here in Putnam County. The Patriots of 1776 did not fight to replace the tyrant of a king with the privilege of a few or the rule of a mob. They gave us the republic, a government of the people and for the people. We're all sitting here in the second oldest county courthouse in New York State. It was built in 1814. There's a lot of history in this building, a lot of good work for the residents of Putnam County, and a lot of great public servants have come in and out of this building. And I'm very proud and honored to be part of that history. I've just taken an oath that our predecessors took in this historic building since the beginning of Putnam County, and I take this oath very seriously. I'm going into my fourth term as a county legislator. The past 9 years have been very fulfilling, and I'm looking forward to continuing my service to the people of our community and the great county of Putnam County, while working with the county executive and my colleagues in the legislature. As a body, we don't always agree, but we're always here to do the work of the people, the people's business. As a legislative body, we have done a great job for the residents of Putnam County. Putnam may be a very small county, but it doesn't mean we can't do great things. We have a very bright future here in Putnam County, and I'm glad I'm part of it. I wish all of you and all of your families a happy and healthy New Year. Be careful out there for New Year's, and be safe. After this ceremony, please come over to the Knights of Columbus, having a little reception. I hope you'll all come. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Bill. And now I'd like to ask the Honorable Tony E. Adonisio, Putnam County Legislator from District Number 3, to come forward. She'll be sworn in by Daniel Birmingham, former Deputy County Executive for Putnam County.
Are you prepared to take the oath?
Yes, I am.
Please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Just repeat after me. I, Tony E. Adonisio, do solemnly swear
I, Tony E. Adonisio, do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States,
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Charter and laws of the County of Putnam,
and the Charter and laws of Putnam County,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
perform the duties of County Legislature
perform the duties of County Legislature
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor and privilege to serve Putnam County. I would like to thank the Republican and Conservative parties for their support, Kent Patterson committees for carrying my petitions, and Kent Republican Chair Pat Manigan for her unwavering commitment. She is the driving force behind her candidates, literally driving, because she brings everyone door to door. You can't get away with it. She has personal door-to-door car service, and thank you, Pat, for that. I would also like to thank my husband, who believes in me and supports me, not 100%, but 110% of the time. On a personal note, I would like to thank Jimmy Maxwell for the conservative endorsement this past February. May he rest in peace. I knew Jimmy for many years before I ran for office. I met him in Rotary. He was supportive, encouraging, and always praised me for my accomplishments on the legislature, and he will be greatly missed. I graduated from Carmel High School, which many people here have, and every day we would go uptown, or up street as some people would refer that to, and we would go to George's Place, which was formerly Cornish's. But every day when I passed and went past the courthouse, I always admired it. And it is so beautiful, a historical courthouse with its neoclassical architecture. But I never thought that I would have the honor of serving right here in this building, standing here and being in our rooms, we're at a room here, it's just wonderful, and I'm so, so happy. During my tenure in office, I have served on all the committees and chaired Rules, Economic Development, and Health. Through the years, working alongside my colleagues, we have accomplished many, many things. We have kept Putnam strong, safe, and financially stable, with highly regarded AA1 Moody's rating. I had the honor to be elected by my colleagues to serve as chair for 2 terms. And during that time, the COVID pandemic emerged. Many people had reached out to me, particularly seniors had reached out at first in need of delivered meals, in which I contacted the Office for Senior Resources. But then there was another need, and many people were calling me, families were calling, and many people don't realize it, but right here in Putnam County, we have food insecurity. I was able to partnership with Second Chance Foods and had the opportunity to provide food for people in need. I started with 20 families, that was about like 3 years ago, and I'm still going strong every week. We still are providing food for over 70 families right now. And I'd like to thank all the volunteers from the Mount Carmel Baptist Church. They're there every week, rain or shine. I always stand by the Rotary's motto, service above self. As I reflect back on my past 3 terms, I'm humbled and grateful to have been able to serve Putnam County, a place where I'm proud to live. I would like to end with an inspirational quote, and it is from Mother Teresa. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. God bless everyone, and a happy and healthy New Year.
Thank you, Tony. Now I'd like to ask the Honorable Amy Sage to come forward, Putnam County Legislator for District 8, and she'll be sworn in by William G. Sage, Esquire.
Welcome, beautiful family. If you could put your left hand on the Bible and put your right hand up. Could you repeat after me?
Absolutely.
I, Amy Sage,
I, Amy Sage,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States
to uphold the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York
and the Constitution of the State of New York
and the Charter and bylaws of the County of Putnam,
and the Charter and bylaws of the County of Putnam,
and to fulfill my duties
and to fulfill my duties
as a Putnam County legislator.
as a Putnam County legislator.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here this evening. I took my first oath of office in December of 2017. I was sworn in by the Honorable Judge James Reeds in his courtroom, surrounded by my family in a private ceremony. In 2020, during COVID, there was no ceremony. So I went to our Honorable Mike Bartolotti's office, just he and I signed the oath of office there. This is my first public swearing-in ceremony, so I'm grateful to have the opportunity to publicly thank those who have helped me throughout the years and supported me along the way. First of all, I want to thank my husband, John. He's my #1 supporter and cheerleader. I thank you for your love and support through the years. My son, Alex, my daughters, Susanna and Sophia. Each one of my family members have gone door to door with me, driven me around, put up signs, stuffed envelopes, and anything else that I asked them to do. They've also made the sacrifice of sharing me and my time with the people of Putnam County. No one who runs for office does it alone, and I'm so blessed to have the encouragement and support of my family who've been with me every step of the way. Thank you also to my in-laws who are here this evening, the Sage family, for coming here tonight, for your continued support in all that I pursue, and I thank you so much for your encouragement. And I especially want to thank my brother-in-law, Bill Sage, for the honor of administering the oath of office tonight, someone who's been a great supporter of mine and a great resource through the years. As I begin my 3rd term as legislator, I must thank the people responsible for electing me, and that's the voters of District 8. I cannot thank you enough for your continued confidence and support. Everything I do is for the constituents, and I do not take their vote for granted. I will continue to serve the people who elected me with character, with honor, and integrity. Finally, I would like to encourage women to run for office, to be involved, to help a campaign, and especially to make your voice heard in local elections. Women make up about 30% of the total elected in public office. We are the mothers, the sisters, the daughters, who can positively impact the future of our children. And I'm the mother of 2 strong daughters. They're the reason I ran for office to begin with, my 3 children. Don't expect someone else to do the work. Get in there and don't be afraid to be heard. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, and especially don't be afraid to lose. You'll learn a lot about yourself. I lost my first election. And while I was licking my wounds and swore I would never stick my neck out again, a dear friend sent me a note with a quote from President Theodore Roosevelt, a New York Republican, which has been one of my favorite quotes, and I'm sure you've all heard it before. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who actually does strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions? Who spends himself in a worthy cause? Who, at the best, knows in the end the triumph of high achievement? And who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls, who neither knew victory nor defeat. I'd like to thank you again for this great honor, for allowing me to get in that arena, to represent, as best I know how, the people of Putnam County with integrity, honesty, and accountability for another 3 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. And now I'd like to ask the Honorable Robert V. Tandy, Putnam County District Attorney, to come forward to be sworn in by the Honorable Gina C. Capone, New York State Supreme Court Justice.
I, Robert Dendy,
I, Robert Tendy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of New York,
and the state of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
as Putnam County District Attorney
as Putnam County District Attorney
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God. Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you here. Some very old friends that I didn't expect to see here. A very old friend who just swore me in, Gina Capone. My Putnam Valley peeps back there. It's really, really nice to see all of you here. As I begin my 3rd term, it's interesting that Father Corrado is here. Because Father Corrado married me about 1.5 years ago. My wife, he didn't marry me. And he was the pastor at Elizabeth Seton Church, and he was a great influence on me and many of the parishioners, so it's really great to see you. Thanks for being here. We every single morning when I come into the office, I bang on doors, people bang on my door, people going back and forth in and out. And invariably, one of the things that is always said is, did you do the right thing today? What are your goals for today? What are you going to do? The only thing that has guided us every single day is to do what is fair and right and just. And as many of you know, that is not always an easy thing to do. Sometimes it's much easier to walk away from a struggle. It's much easier to just close your eyes and say, I don't need this. It's much easier to just take a case and say, let somebody else in. We don't do that in the office. We really look forward to the struggle for justice and fairness and doing what is right. And it's a great honor, and you're a great honor too. It's a great honor to do that.
So I can promise you that for my next term, we will be doing the exact same thing that I've done for the first 2 terms. We're all going to work very hard. We're going to do what we think is the best thing to do. And we will not be persuaded by political opinion or public winds of opinion. We do what we think is right. And I can tell you that sometimes the assistant district attorneys will come into my office and have serious arguments with me about how a case should proceed. And I applaud them for it, and I encourage them to do that. They're not looking over their shoulder to see what does Bob want, what does a DA want. They're looking at their cases and saying, what do I think is best for this case? And that's how I want my office to go every single day. And that's how it's run every single day. So it's really nice. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be sworn in again. And it's an honor to see all of you. So God bless you all, and have a wonderful 2024. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Bob. Now I'd like to ask the Putnam County Executive, the Honorable Kevin M. Byrne, to come forward and say a few words.
Well, I was asked to make a few welcoming remarks. I find it interesting. This is actually one of the many responsibilities in our county government that's tasked to the legislature. So Chairman Yonke actually called me and asked me if I'd make some welcoming remarks, and I appreciate it, Paul. Thank you. It's been great to work with you and your peers in the legislature. I want to thank everyone for coming out this evening. Congratulations to all of our public officials who are being sworn in today. You have demonstrated to the voters your commitment and dedication to the people of Putnam County. I want to give a special congratulations to my longtime friend Bill Goldman of Putnam Valley and Tony Adonisio for their hard-fought re-election victories. They're both now, as they said before, in their 4th term as Putnam County legislators. Special congratulations also goes to legislator Amy Sage, who, if you believe it, until recently was my county legislator until redistricting. But I know that regardless of the district, that legislator Sage will do her level best in serving the people of Putnam County, and specifically the people of Mahopac, or Mahopac, depending on who you speak with. Fortunately for Amy, unlike her colleagues, she did not face political opposition this year. A piece of good fortune I too shared last year. But like legislator Sage, over the years, I've survived both primaries and general election challenges. And I can say confidently, it is always a pleasant surprise when your candidacy goes unchallenged. Amy and I both have that in common, as does our district attorney, Bob Tendy. DA Tendy and I go back from when he first ran for town supervisor in the town of Putnam Valley. I know he cares deeply about his team, about the work that they do, and the people that they serve without fear or favor. They, along with many of our local partners in county and local government, are part of what helps keep Putnam County one of the safest counties in New York State. But still, public service, in the political sense, it's not for the faint of heart. It does take courage to step into that arena. Not just the first time a person runs, but after that. It takes courage, smarts, and a thick skin to stick with it, to face all those critics, in person, in print, and online, and to stand up for what you believe in, what to be true, to be right, but most importantly, what is in the best interest of Putnam County. Every one of you got re-elected as incumbents, which means you not only worked hard this past year on your respective campaigns, but also in your daily roles as elected officials throughout the year. This past year alone, the legislature helped pass some signature accomplishments for county government. They opted into a program to reduce sales tax. They crafted a budget that lowered the tax burden in the budget for the first time in 25 years. They put into effect a new property tax exemption for volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers. Each of the 3 legislators being sworn in today helped pass a local law which assisted in preventing New York City from offloading its homeless population to Putnam County absent home agreement. Legislator Adonisio was instrumental in this effort in her role as the Rules Committee Chair. Putnam also recently distributed hundreds of thousands of dollars in opioid settlement funds to community partners tackling the opioid crisis. Legislator Sage, as chair of the Health Committee, was very much the leader in this effort. And for all of our residents in the western part of the county, my former neighbors in Putnam Valley, they finally got construction back underway on the Peekskill Hollow Road project. No one has been a bigger advocate for this project than legislator Bill Goulden, the chair of the Physical Services Committee. He continues to serve as a steadfast voice for his constituents and is constantly working to better the lives of the hard-working people who call Putnam Valley and Putnam County home. I am always excited about collaborating further with all of our re-elected officials. A collaborative relationship between the executive and legislative branches that also maintains their independence, respect, and professionalism is essential for a well-functioning county government. We will always have more work to do, and we won't always agree, and that's okay. That's a sign of good, healthy, functioning, representative democracy. The important thing, as has been said already, is to always remember why we are here as public servants, and that we continue to always put the people of Putnam County first. Again, I want to congratulate you all, wish you well, and have a healthy, safe, and happy New Year.
Thank you, Kevin. At this point, I'd like to ask the Honorable Michael C. Bartolatti to come forward as our Putnam County Clerk to give some closing remarks.
All right, so I'm standing between, the end of the ceremony and the beginning of the weekend, so sometimes I'll make it short and sweet. So I'd like to begin by expressing thanks and gratitude to the legislative staff for doing such a great job putting the ceremony and everything together. So Diane, I would also be remiss if I didn't give a huge thank you to our Personnel Director and former Putnam County Executive, Paul Eldridge, for your perennial excellent work. It is an annual staple, one that should not change anytime in the very distant future. So with that, I'd like to just offer a quick congratulations to all of our newly re-elected officials. That's District Attorney Bob Tandy, Legislator Bill Goulden, Legislator Tony Agnizio, and Legislator Amy Sage. So I know I've said this many times before. I think we can all agree that here in local government we're in a very unique position where we are, I believe that we are the backbone of government. We are the face of government. Most people don't run into their U.S. Senator or their state governor or their, even from time to time, their congressional representative. But folks run into us all the time at the grocery store, dropping off kids at school, all around town, and we get to hear their concerns. We get to hear their praise and their critiques. And we're here, we're the boots on the ground, whether it's at the DMV office or at the legislative office or our local courts. We're here and we have our fingers on the pulse to represent our people. And I know you all know and appreciate and respect that, so let's all just keep up the good work. Let's all have a very happy, healthy, and prosperous 2024. Thank you all for coming and for sitting and seeing this great ceremony, and thank you very much. Happy New Year.
You're still holding my thunder there, but I'm going to do it again anyway. And that is to thank and recognize the county legislative staff, not only for putting together what is here tonight, but all throughout the year, all the work that you do. We call it the last minute, I know I do. Can I get this into the next legislative meeting? And you do what you can do, and I appreciate that. And once again, if we could give an applause to all of the Diane. There she is. Beth Green. Very back. And Gordon also in the back. Thank you all for coming, and I want to just also remind you there are and will be refreshments, light refreshments in the lobby of the county office building right following this ceremony. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. Happy New Year. Best of luck.